Hello friends, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Philly and we are doing a happy hour tonight. So first thing I want to do is just make sure everything got set up because it's doing this little thing that it was doing the last time I did a stream. So I apologize for any of the technical difficulties. Oh, we're here, okay. What's interesting is it is not popping up right away on my feed. So anyways, but I think everything is all well. So welcome to my kitchen, or should I say my bar right now. I'm going to move this out of the way and kind of show you what we have going on here. Let me move our little plant out of the way. I always try to bring something that might be interesting to look at, but this guy he's kind of big. But that's all good. So how are you all doing on this Thursday? Before I show you any sips and mix anything, I did think ahead because Hubs will be coming at some point. I hope he'll be coming at some point during the stream. And we're going to eat right afterwards. Instead of worrying about a dinner, I decided, why don't I just make a lovely appetizer spread? So we kind of have tapas here. So let me show you what we got. Here I marinated some olives, which is a great thing that you can do. I like using Castel Vestrano, something like that. I never know how to say those olives. And what I like to do is heat up some olive oil, add some garlic. Then you can go a lot of different ways. I add lemon zest or lemon peel and salt, pepper, and a lot of times I add herbs, but I didn't have any herbs that I'd want to use in there. Sometimes I put a little lemon juice in there, and it just really elevates. Plus, takes the chill off. Absolutely delicious. We have some prosciutto right here. I have some macadamia almonds, or macadamia nuts. I'm thinking Marcona on almonds. This is macadamia nuts. We have some lovely crisps to have everything with. And then I made my first whipped ricotta. So I have whipped ricotta here that I added a little bit of honey, olive oil, salt and pepper. To some recipes say lemon. I didn't do that this time because I have lots of flavors here. I roasted some tomatoes last night, and here is a pesto. I didn't make the pesto. That was from a nearby place over across the river called Severino's. So in any event, this is for later. So I'm going to put this back, but just wanted to share it with you. So hello, Barb. Hi, DS. Happy Thursday. I was just sharing what our little dinner is going to be after I make all the drinks. I wanted to have something that was ready because I knew I'd be hungry after all these sips, and I would need to be getting something in my belly. But yeah, we're going to make some cocktails. So let me tell you about the cocktails we're going to make. We are making 4 cocktails and 1 mocktail. One of my viewers, I think it was Edith, had asked when I do these if I could always include a mocktail, which I love that idea. And if any of you remember from January, I did a mocktail stream actually to share some different mocktails and try some different ones I'd seen. And we checked them out to see if they were any good or not. So I did include a mocktail. We'll be saving that one for last. The 3 I'm going to make, drum roll please. The first one is a lemon blueberry daiquiri. Can I tell you, do you know that I've never made a daiquiri? Never made a strawberry daiquiri, never made just a plain daiquiri, never done it. And it's funny because growing up, one of my uncles at Christmas time used to make strawberry banana daiquiris. And when we were younger, we had them virgin style with no alcohol. And then once we got older, he would add some rum. So I'm making one tonight, so that'll be utilizing rum. Then I'm making something that just looked too cute, and I had to try it just because it would be simple. Gin and jam. And you take whatever flavor jam you want, you mix it with some gin, some lemon juice, shake it up with some ice, and oh, there's Hubs. So he's just in time. He must have heard me say gin. And then the last one he's really gonna like. And I don't think I'm gonna make my version because as you all know, I'm not a bourbon person, but he is. And it's one called Italian in Manhattan. And it involves whiskey Amaro, which I do love, and some dashes of Angostura bitters. So those are going to be the cocktails tonight. What I was saying is I wouldn't use bourbon whiskey because I don't like bourbon whiskey. I would use just a regular whiskey. I was actually going to try, what's the one, the Kentucky one?
Kentucky.
Right, what's the whiskey we have?
That's Jameson's.
Jameson's, thank you.
Jameson's is Irish.
Oh, Irish, sorry. I was thinking Kentucky Derby. See, like, you got to put your thing on. I know what they don't, they're not hearing any of that, babe. I put yours by the bourbon. So you can, if you want to go grab your microphone, babe. Okay, he's going to grab in a second. But in any event, that's what we have the lineup. But before I check the chat, I want to tell you about our mocktail. Our mocktail is a ginger green tea cooler, and it sounds so refreshing. So this could be a mocktail, like when you're feeling fancy, or honestly, this just sounds like a great thing to have during the summer. So very excited to try these. So let me check everyone out. Happy Thursday indeed. And Barb said, first thing I drank when I was 18. And I agree. I feel like daiquiris are the gateway because there's fruit, sugar, and a little bit of rum, especially at most restaurants. I don't think they put a lot of rum in there. So you can see I'm getting myself hydrated before we do this. And DS says, hello. Yes, this is, it doesn't really work well, but this is a money tree. But it has stayed alive for a long time. And what I'm actually trying to do is it got a little bit leggy. So I had clipped off one of them, and I'm going to eventually clip this one, trying to get other growth, but it's really not working. So, but I mean, he really tries his best. So let's get making some cocktails. So the first one, did you see the little spread back there that we'll have for dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty nice, huh?
I'm really hungry right
You
now,
know,
so
I take care of you. You
Don't
have a
mind
nut.
me.
How about just a nut?
okay.
Okay.
How about one nut and one of these?
You keep an eye on him. Let me know if he's nabbing all the food before, because I
Oh.
also have not eaten. So in any event, we're going to start with the daiquiri. I have never made a daiquiri. So excited to make this. I have my ice ready. This, we're going to need a cocktail shaker.
What
And
don't you like? You don't like pina coladas. That's
I
what
do
it is.
like pina coladas, but they're not, they're like calorie bombs. And for me, if I have a pina colada, I want it to be like at a place that makes a really good pina colada. I don't want it to just be sugar. I've had it at a couple of resorts where I think they even have the machines, but they're smooth and they're really delicious and they're a little more balanced. All right, so here we go. Very excited to make this lemon blueberry daiquiri. And by the way, I am going to do another one of these in the summertime because I've already, so when I was doing my research for this, what happens is on Instagram, I just kind of keep putting and saving things, and then I had to go through and see what I saved and see what I wanted to bring to y'all. So this is what we got going on. We need rum, we need lemon juice. Oh, and I just got something all very sticky. I'm going to put this here because we're going to be needing a lot of this. There we go. We need our little strainer, and I have sticky fingers now, so let me take that off. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to need to muddle, and I did forget to get the muddler. Do you know, is the muddler in the cabinet there, babe, or is it here? Could you get the muddler for me, please?
I think I can.
All right. So the first thing we're going to do, oh, I'm sorry. See, I need to not do that yet. What she does is she gets the blueberries muddled first, which makes perfect sense. This is simple syrup. Simple syrup is just equal parts water and sugar that you heat up. You don't know where it is?
Where the heck is the muddler?
I don't know. Maybe we won't be making the lemon blueberry daiquiri. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to muddle, and they didn't really say how many blueberries, so I'm just going to do, I don't know, like probably a quarter cup, because they didn't actually specify. I just want to get some good blue and some good juice. I'm just going to squish them, get those muddled. Then, after that, I add the rest of the ingredients, the ice. Nice. And we shake and strain. So after our blueberries, we're going to put 2.5 ounces of rum. So I'm going to get my little, I thought I brought it over here. Let me see. You know what? I'm going to use this. I know we have the fancy ones. Okay, friends, I took this out because I thought maybe we'll use it, and I want to use it. But the problem is I don't really know. No, it's not that I don't know. It's just that because of the age-eye thing, I can't read the lines. And these, I can just see. It's vision. That's all it is. But this looks so much prettier. Like in all the videos, they use the nice one. But we're just not going to because it's not practical. I can't see. All right. So we're going to put in 2.5 ounces of rum. There we go. This is 2. That's a nice amount of rum. Not lying to that. Okay. And then we're going to do a 1/2 ounce simple syrup. This is the simple syrup. Okay. And then we're going to do 1 ounce of lemon juice. So my lemon juice needs to be stirred. It's fresh squeezed. I did this earlier before the stream, and it just looks like it needs to be stirred. I don't know why lemon juice separates, but apparently it did. So I need 1 ounce of that. Do you have your camera handy so I can take pictures after we do that, babe?
Sure.
Okay. So, oh, there we go. In there. All right. And now I'm going to put some ice. I'm so excited about this. And we're going to shake it up.
So what is this, a blueberry one?
Lemon blueberry daiquiri.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Learn something new every day. If you were on Instagram, you'd see. All right. So now I'm going to be fancy. So we are going to double strain. If you're at home and you don't want to do that, you don't have to. Sometimes we don't when it's just us. Oh my gosh, look at that color. I think I used more blueberry than they did, which for me isn't a bad thing. But it is, we're getting a lot of, it gets hard. I should have used my bigger strainer.
Well, stop
Can you get
it.
the bigger strainer,
Well,
babe?
why don't you just let it drain and then
Oh, look at
knock
it.
out some of the stuff?
Yeah, let me get some of that. So use a bigger strainer or use less blueberries would be my, there we go.
Now
Get some
dump
of
that out.
Thank you. I didn't think to do that. I didn't think that I was going to dump now.
You're making a mess.
Oh, you're super judgy for someone that's coming home and having their partner make them a lot of different drinks, including one that has bourbon, which I don't even like. What do you think, friends? Do you think he's being fair? So this just seems fussy here, and I think it's because I used more blueberries, but she didn't specify how many. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not a sheet. This is from It's Cocktail Hour _. It's Cocktail Hour, but it has that little underscore thing. Okay, I think we're good. So this is definitely darker than the one they did, so I definitely pretty sure that I used more blueberries. So why don't you come on over here so you have your back to everyone.
Okay.
You come over on this side. Come on, this side. Come on, babe. All right. And then what I would do to
Oh, get those blueberries.
make, no, actually I'm going to need that because I was going to, just 1 second, to fancy it up. I don't have any of those plain, what do you call it, toothpicks. Like we have colorful toothpicks. So you just, when you get your lemon peel that you can just use a vegetable peeler for, you just, I've shown this before, you just twirl it around gently because it will break. I've broken them. I did, I think, the last time I tried doing this.
Fancy.
And then it kind of stays there. And then if I had one of those pretty, I'm going to get a bigger one. If I had one of those pretty toothpicks, I would stick it through.
Yeah.
But I don't. So I'm just going to put that there, and call it a day. So mine won't look as pretty as theirs. So let me show y'all first. There you go. That is the lemon blueberry daiquiri. Again, a little darker than the one they did. So we'll see how this all goes. Let me get a quick picture. So can you check out the chat? Because
What's a normal daiquiri have in it? I don't remember.
It's, I believe, just citrus and rum.
Oh, okay. Diaz said, hello, Andy. Hello, Diaz. Barbara said, I like that you use more blueberries.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
I'm all for the blueberries.
It's always good to have blueberries.
Okay, let's give her a try.
I think that's it.
Let me see. All right, so I'm going to taste first.
All right.
Oh, it's very good. I mean, it's so easy to drink. Rum, I think, in general, is a very easy spirit to drink because it kind of has a sweetness. So it's more blueberry, like the lemon, because I put a lot of blueberries in, so it's blueberry heavy, which I don't mind because I love blueberries.
Yeah, I like it.
But it's super easy to drink. And there's 2.5 ounces of rum in there.
What's the...
I don't feel like you taste the alcohol
Oh,
in
you
this.
have, there was simple sugar in there?
Simple syrup.
What did I say?
Simple sugar. So maybe there's some simple sugar in my simple syrup. What
So
do you think, friends?
You
I think
could
that's
take
really
just a
tasty.
little bit more of that.
Oh,
but-
no. No. Well, we know this. He likes things a little bit sweeter. So I'm going to give you a job. Can you rinse this out for me, please?
Yes.
Thank you, dear. Because we're making the gin one next. All right, so we're going to need some of these things. I'm going to leave these blueberries here for you to snack on because I know that's what will make you most happy. We don't need the muddler. We're going to just rinse that real quick.
So am I rinsing this or washing it?
Rinsing. We're just rinsing.
Okay.
And I will dry it. Okay, our next one is the gin and jam.
Oops.
Now, this one is by at Brits Bevs for beverages. And again, this one's on Instagram. I put all the links below, all the titles and links below. And you can use any jam. And she kind of references Bon Maman jams. We are a Smucker's family, so I have nothing opposed to Bon Maman, and those have a great story behind them, which if you go to her link, she talks about, if you're not aware of the very cool story about the company. But for us, you know, we just are Smuckers. So I'm going to be using strawberry today because that's what we have. We always have strawberry because you never know when we want a strawberry and peanut butter
and jelly sandwich.
peanut butter and jelly sandwich. See, these are the nerves that you get. You don't see it. I might appear calm, but inside
She's a mess.
I'm running. I'm running in here. So let me get our things for that.
Like a hamster in a cage.
I am like, that's exactly like on a wheel. Okay. So here is our Smuckers. I'm putting the rum away because we don't need it. And everything is sticky. Hubs, everything is sticky.
Well,
I'm just letting you know, I
That's
don't.
because you made a mess earlier.
No. It isn't.
That was good.
It is good.
I like it.
Okay, I'm going to make you another good one. So,
You want me to clean up a little bit, don't you?
let me get the gin. All right. Wait a second. What am I? Oh, this is the one I'm using. Okay, so sorry. I had everything organized over there. That's the picture you saw. So we've got gin. It's really easy. This one's super easy. All right, so for this one by at Brits Bevs, it has a tablespoon of strawberry jam and 1.5 ounces lemon juice and then 4 ounces of gin. This one makes 2, apparently, but I also, I thought we're gonna just do 1, you know, because we don't wanna do 2, because we have a lot of drinks.
What's
So
in it?
it'll have 2 ounces of gin. So it'll have a 1/2 tablespoon of strawberry jam,
Okay.
3/4 ounces of lemon juice, and
Okay.
2 ounces of gin. And we're gonna be shaking. And this you wanna be careful with shaking. You do wanna put the ice in last because you want those liquids to be able to mix together. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get some jelly. And I'm a jam. And I'm really actually not trying to get the big old strawberry that
Yeah,
you
I
can
was
get
gonna say.
sometimes. Like I'm avoiding that because we don't want that, right? That's just gonna inhibit.
I'm kind of being blocked out by the plant here.
Oh, well, let's move the plant.
That's why you did it. That's why you
No,
wanted me
that's
to
not why I
stand here.
did. That is not why I want you to stand there. Oh my goodness. They all know they know I'm a nice person. And Barb said I could use vodka instead. Yeah, I think you could use vodka
Oh, yeah,
instead. With the one
absolutely.
we just did. I might have to taste it again just to
You can
verify.
definitely do that. Oh, I'm going to sneeze.
Yes.
Sorry.
Barb, you definitely could use vodka. And you then kind of make yourself a martini then. And by the way, I think we've mentioned this before, but whenever you have citrus juices, that's when you're shaking as opposed to stirring. So that's one thing to keep in mind. All right, so I've got my jam in there. Now I'm going to be putting in 3/4 ounces of lemon juice. That's going to be a little bit more tricky in measuring. And I've got to remember, oh, I know, this lid has a 3/4 ounce thing, I think. Yep, that's what's nice about this lid. There's very few things that have 3/4 ounces. So let me get that. There we go. Got that. Excellent. And then we're going to put 2 ounces of gin. Now, I'm going to ask Hubs to do that because this thing is full and crazy. So 2 ounces of gin. in
2
there,
ounces.
Please. Yes, please.
That's top.
The top, yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I'm just going to get that. I'm going to actually just give that a little bit of a swirl there. I'm going to get some of these in.
Do you want to mix it up?
No, but this is what it said to do. It said put
Okay.
the liquids in first. We're going to try the directions and see how it goes. And let's give it a shake. Oh, will you fill that glass with a bunch of ice from the freezer? Okay. Ooh, that's cold. This one should also be a
you wanna
nice color.
double strain?
I'm not going to double strain because we're not doing this straight up. Yeah,
kinda
and
cool
that's
color.
a beautiful pink, pale pink.
What's this one called?
This one is called Gin and Jam. Super simple. And this one, what they do is they put in a lemon wheel because there is some lemon as a garnish.
There you go.
There we go. So let me show you all that. Pretty drink. Very nice. Love it. I'm going to get a quick pick. So how do you think you're going to like this one?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, you like gin.
I like gin.
And the recipe that's on their site actually makes 2, which is interesting.
Makes two.
Makes 2 drinks.
Oh, makes 2 of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. So all you did was do a half.
I just halved it, yeah. At one point I wasn't going to, and then all of a sudden I thought, oh my gosh, it's not Friday night yet. Like we both have work tomorrow, so I'm thinking we better just watch that. All right, you ready for the taste?
It's been a long week. So.
It has been a long week. Even though it's not been a long week, it's been a long
It's been a
week,
long
right?
week.
Okay, I'm excited to try this one.
Not a fan, huh?
Well, I think it needs more something. You tell me what you think. I know one thing you're going to think it needs.
Less ice.
Like, it's refreshing. It's very lemony,
Yeah, it's too lemony.
and I feel like it needs more jam.
Yeah, I would do less lemon, more sweet of some
Right, and since for the liquid, instead of doing less lemon, I would just add, I mean,
But it's like really easy to drink though. I think
right. It's a little, and he's the complainer of tart. I'm not the complainer of tart. I think it, I would add a little bit more, like, this was a half a tablespoon. I might do 3/4 tablespoon or a heaping half tablespoon or something.
yeah.
I could use more strawberry. The strawberry really isn't coming through. I think raspberry jam would be great with this, by the way, raspberry lemon. It's just, and it's not, and it's funny because for me it's not super puckery, but I
kind of like it.
okay.
I mean,
it's very refreshing.
Yeah.
But this one so far is my favorite.
All right. So you want to drink that? The rest of that one, I'll drink that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, the next one I will not be drinking. So maybe I should have both. No.
You can.
The next one I will not be drinking, and I was going to use the Angel's Envy. Is that one okay for me to use?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
How much are you gonna use?
Well, I have to go to the recipe, so I'm just gonna move this out of the way because we don't need these anymore.
Oh, you don't. Okay.
No.
Well, those
So
are what?
this one we're gonna be stirring. We're gonna be very fancy. I don't know if we're very fancy, but we're gonna be stirring. Needless to say. Just gonna put that
Do
over
you have
there.
you don't have the thing out? Or you do?
Yeah, I've got everything out.
Oh, that's right. This is
I
the
was
one with
organized and prepared.
Amaro.
When you're doing 4 cocktails and 3 cocktails and 1 mocktails, you got to be prepared, or you guys would have been here forever. And also, I knew he'd come home hungry, so I figured we'll have these mixed, and then we will enjoy the little spread we have. All right, so simple. It's just whiskey. We're going to do bourbon whiskey because that's his favorite. Amaro, which I love. Amaro is a digestif, and
This is a good one,
and they
too.
all taste different. This is one of our favorites. I think it's very palatable.
We got it at some restaurant. The guy brought
For
it
free.
out
He brought it
for-
complimentary, and we both loved it. And by the way,
It's
if you
popular
just
one.
shake this with ice in a shaker and then strain it, double strain it, it almost tastes like root beer. Like, it is such a lovely, I mean, it's great straight also, but the Anders Ericsson, who I follow, makes these things called shakeradas that you can basically shake any spirit with ice and then strain it, and it just kind of mellows it out. And then some Angostura bitters.
Can I ask a question? So when you got this recipe, was it bourbon or was it rye?
it was whiskey. It did not specify.
All right, we'll just
and I
see what
think
it
it was actually just whiskey. I don't think it was even bourbon. I mean,
well,
you know,
we'll do
because
this.
with that's where,
That's fine.
because I'm not a bourbon drinker, that's where things I think get a little confusing because, you know, you've got bourbon whiskey, you've got rye, and I actually like regular whiskey. And then, of course, Jameson's is an Irish whiskey.
No,
But
it's
that,
from Kentucky.
I'm not going to share any of that whipped ricotta with him, just so you all know.
So
But
funny.
no, it's okay. He's been like this all week. You could tell it's been a long week when Hubs is like a little more salty than usual. So he's been a bit salty. All right, so let's get to going with this. I'm going to put some ice in here. We're going to stir. This we're going to serve straight in a glass like that. That's how they did it. And in here, we're going to put 2 ounces of whiskey. We're using Angel's Envy, but you could use, if you like bourbon, you can use whatever bourbon you like.
Hold on.
Again, I would use regular whiskey. Oh, yeah. Actually, this one is the least offensive smelling of the different bourbons you like. Some of his bourbons, I mean, I get a whiff and my whole head goes back. They're a little intense. Okay, so 2 ounces.
I forgot I had this in there.
And then 3/4 ounce of Amaro. So I am going to use that little thing. Because that has 3/4 ounces in
It's
it.
dry. I washed it.
It's okay. It's all good.
There you go.
Thank you. And this is great because it has it right there. Oh, it's a little over. That's good. There you go. And then it said 3 dashes of Angostura bitters. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, that was a lot, so I'm just going to say that's 3. It didn't really dash. It kind of just poured. And then we're going to stir. I wish I could stir really well and smooth, but literally my fingers are just kind of going crazy. Like they don't know what the technique is. But that's okay, right? Because we're just mixing. All right. And then we're going to strain, and we'll do it into here. Now, depending upon the spirit you use, depends on the darkness of the color, right? So if you're using a bourbon that's darker, it's going to be darker. And then this, we use a lemon twist. So let me get the little lemon twist.
Oh, one of
and make
those.
another
Okay,
one.
that's fine. That's
Oh,
fine.
not a wheel. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were.
That's
gonna do
for my last one.
that. I thought this was the
Do-
last one.
No, the last one is a
Oh,
mocktail.
yeah.
So he doesn't even care about the mocktail.
No.
Okay, there we go.
I
Our
don't.
little lemon twist. Beautiful. So simple, as you would say, neat. Well, it's not neat because that would just be alcohol straight up. But there you go. All right. So you excited about this one? What do you think? Do you think
I am
you're
very
going to like
excited
it?
about this one.
What do you think? Have you ever had bourbon with Amaro?
No, I never have.
Oh, so this will be a good
But
experience. And I'm going to taste
I very
it
much
even though.
enjoy Amaro, and I very much enjoy bourbon, so I'm hoping the mix is good.
Yeah, and I'm going to
I'm sure
taste
it
it
is.
too. So
You are going to taste it.
Well, I might as well. And I think Angel's
Wow.
Envy was one of the ones I didn't mind as much, maybe.
No, I would
so I
think
don't
that
know.
it's not going to be any better for you, but
Yeah, I agree. But, you know, what the heck? We'll just give it.
I literally forgot that I had Angel's Envy in there.
I know. There's so many in there that you just forget what you got.
It's not
All right,
true.
babe.
Go ahead, you
Take
taste.
No, you taste it first.
Okay, I'm not going to argue. Smells good.
And Amaro smells great. It's just a lovely, warm smell.
Smells good. You'll like the smell. You just won't like the taste.
So honest, because this might not be your jam. Because I'm not going to have a. I can tell he doesn't love it.
No,
'cause he's-
no. It just knocks down the bourbon taste. The Amaro really,
But what does it do to the bourbon taste? And it probably depends on the Amaro you use.
it just kind of, you taste a little bit more of the Amaro than you do of the bourbon, which I'm surprised at.
Yeah, because it was 2 ounces to
Well, yeah, but
3/4 ounce.
it's all about, I guess, the strong. You might actually not mind this. And then again,
Yeah, no. I don't like bourbon, so that's what. So yeah, I don't taste any Amaro in there whatsoever. I just taste bourbon, but I love that you do. But like, okay, you've had a Manhattan. What's different about a regular standard Manhattan? Because
well, they're completely different drinks, but
But can you tell everyone taste-wise, how it's tasting to
Well,
you differently.
there's no Amaro in there, so you don't have any of that Amaro taste. And you've
No.
got sweet vermouth, so it's
Okay.
just like a separate thing.
Pretend you're a wine.
And it's rye, so typically on a Manhattan.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Pretend you're a wine connoisseur. Please help,
No,
because
this is-
I can't give them
This
any
has
help.
kind of got like a, not a cinnamon taste, but
I did not taste any cinnamon. I'm just
No,
saying. I
but
know, but I don't like bourbon.
it's like an herby type taste to it.
All right. Well, there you heard it from him. Okay, but don't.
But I will say, I do like it, and I will definitely drink it.
All right, there you go. From Hub's mouth.
But
Now,
would I rather have a Manhattan? Yes.
that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so you prefer a regular Manhattan to that?
Yes.
Would you ever do that? I mean, because I think this is important. Like, would you ever do that again?
Yeah.
This
I
one.
would. Yeah.
Okay, just
I mean,
if you're
I like
feeling.
enough to do that.
Okay. Okay, that's
Just
fair.
do something different, and so I will probably do this again.
And of the three, which has been your favorite? That one. Oh,
And then that one.
which one? Gin?
Yeah, I actually kind of like that one, which I know doesn't make sense because
Haven't you noticed a pattern? He does this often on these streams. He picks the one that no one really cares for, and he becomes like, well, I kind of like that one. It's grown on me.
well, it's because I
He
want
feels
to
badly.
because I get the whole thing myself. That's why.
But you don't have to, like, they're looking for your opinion. Oh my goodness. Why do I bring him? No, I'm just teasing. All right, so this is my favorite.
That one's really good.
The lemon blueberry is, to me, it's just, I mean, we're going into summer. It'd be great for summer. It's springy. It's delightful. But now we're going to give you all a break, and we're going to look at something that is, I'm going to move these a little bit out of the way. We're going to give something that is a mocktail. Now, he will probably suggest, upon tasting it, of the best spirit to add to it, but we're looking at it purely as a mocktail. So would you get that filled with ice, please?
Are we gonna?
And that I do need
Are we
the shaker
snacking
for.
on this, or?
No, we're going to be eating in just a minute, sweetie. We're almost done. This is the last one we do. Have you noticed a pattern? Hubs is not the most patient. Not the most patient guy. Let me see what the chat's saying. And Barb said I can sub vodka for the gin. Oh, yes. Yes.
You can definitely sub.
You can definitely sub the vodka. I would.
You could sub vodka for any of those.
For any of, well.
Or not for that.
Yeah, not for that one.
But for those two.
But for the gin one, I would add definitely more jam then. I would do more jam, some lemon, and vodka. Yeah, that might be really nice. And Barb loves the Manhattan. Aha. Okay, so this one, so the night before, what I did here was I made some super kind of, not condensed, not saturated. What's the word I'm looking for? See, this always happens to me. Concentrated green tea. I know it looks brown, but this is green tea.
That's actually green tea?
Yes.
It's not sweet. It's not simple syrup?
No.
Oh.
So this is the green tea I made last night, and I put 2 bags. And so, okay, this one was a little tricky. This one, oh, by the way, the Italian in Manhattan, I forgot to source the creator, was from Christy with a Twist. So thank you, Christy with a Twist. And this one is from at Drinks Simbi. And this one did not have specific, so I found this one based on I think they had March mocktails, and I love the idea of it, and then I couldn't find any measurements. I did various attempts of looking up, could find nothing. But what I could find from another, and I have the link below, from another version with alcohol that had similar ingredients, is I used that to decide what my version today will be. So I will let you know if this one works or if you might want to adjust. But it is a mocktail, so like we have a little, flexibility with that. So what you do though is 6 ounces of boiling water with 2 tea bags to create an ultra concentrated.
Oh wow.
Yes,
That is
because you're going to be shaking it with ice.
Yep.
So you're going to be diluting it,
Right.
and you want that green tea to come through with it. So we're going to have that. We're also going to be using lemon juice in there, and we're going to be using some ginger simple syrup. Now this I made, and I don't know if I made it strong enough. The knob of ginger that I bought at the store, I used all of it, but then I kind of was like, oh, maybe it was probably about 1/4 cup of ginger, so maybe I should have used more or used less of the sugar water, right? Like, because of the equal parts sugar, equal parts water. So I'll let you know if the ginger's coming through or if I'd recommend you using more ginger. But I did like about I don't know, it's about a quarter cup after it's been peeled, sliced ginger, so it would have lots of surface area that you steep in the simple syrup when it's, dissolving. And then I just kept it in there. I just took it out today right before I came for the stream. So that way I could kind of continue to do that. And then lastly, we're going to be adding some seltzer to it to lighten it up. So let me get that out. So you can use seltzer, you can use club soda, anything, any bubbly, any carbonated water, but no flavor. You don't want flavor. So what we're going to be doing, and this is based upon this other recipe to get some idea of measurements, is I'm going to do this one in half too, because the one that I found, this cocktail with green tea, actually did for a double also. So we're just going to do one. And then I can make another one another time. So I'm going to be you know what? I take that back. I'm going to just do both. I'm going to do both because then I can save some of it for later. I'm sorry, I changed my idea. I'm going to do it as they said for 2, and then I can strain it and save it for later, and it's already mixed. So here we have 6 ounces. Did I put any in? No. Is that growing on you?
Yeah, it's grown on me.
Kind of like me. Whoopsie, runaway ice. Can you put that in the sink? Or just rinse it? Thank you. Okay, and then we're going to put 1 ounce of lemon simple syrup. I'm going to err on a little bit less because I'm worried I don't want to overpower. So I'm going to do 1. We can always add more lemon juice if we want to. And then 1 ounce of the ginger simple syrup. And that kind of balances the lemon. Gives a little sweetness. Okay. And then I'm going to shake it. And then I'm going to add it to my glass, leaving a little bit of room to add some seltzer to lighten it up. Do you mind if I go over there? There we go. Oh, we're like splashing. There we go. So even though it's a mocktail, it still can use that dilution of shaking. It has the citrus, so it gets that benefit also. Okay. Since we're putting on ice, I'm not going to worry about double straining, but I am going to put a lemon wheel in there. So I'm going to get that in.
Well, it's funny looking.
Whoops. I didn't leave a lot of room for seltzer.
Let me take a sip.
Nope. I'm going to take a sip. Ooh. Okay, give this to get a little bit of fizz. Let me get a picture, and let's give her another taste.
So do you have more in here?
Yes.
Do you need me to pour that in?
No, I wouldn't, because it could use probably a little more dilution. And I might add a little bit more of ginger to that also.
So how did it taste when you tasted it?
It tasted strong of the tea,
Well, I would think.
and I would have liked more ginger, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So let me first taste. Whoops. Oh, I forgot to show y'all. There you go. So ginger green tea cooler.
Ginger green tea cooler.
Oh, it's helpful having the seltzer.
Yeah,
Because I
okay.
tasted it without the seltzer. It just kind of gives you that
Smells good.
effervescence and lightens it up.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
It's refreshing. And one of the things, reason I chose this one, because I thought it would be a great refreshing summer drink. Yeah, I
like it.
really like that.
Yeah, it's good.
I might add just a little more ginger, like maybe do 2
You don't
knobs
taste
of
much
ginger.
ginger.
Yeah, you don't taste much ginger. So I would have made my ginger syrup
a little stronger.
a little stronger. And what I could do is theoretically, I could just get more ginger, rewarm this
Yeah.
up, and let more ginger steep. But eat it. This is delightful. And then, what would you add to it, babe, if you didn't want it to be a mocktail?
Probably vodka.
Okay, yeah,
Just to
because
be simple.
vodka is
Yeah.
just kind of simple.
Yep.
So there you have it. So we had 4 cocktails. Let me move these out of the way.
Well, 3 cocktails and 1 mocktail.
Right, 3 cocktails, 1 mocktail. We had the lemon blueberry daiquiri, the gin and jam, the Italian in Manhattan, and the ginger green tea cooler was the mocktail. And which is your favorite? That one, Italian Manhattan. Mine's the lemon blueberry, which we've almost drained. Daiquiri. Number 2.
I like both of those.
Okay.
Just different, but yeah, I like both of them.
My second one was that one. I really
Well, yeah,
liked-
I'm not gonna.
I really
wasn't
like that
counting
one.
that. That was very good, but
Okay.
that had no alcohol in it, so it's out.
No, it's a mocktail. And that would be my third, and that would be my fourth. And I wouldn't have that one ever.
Shocking.
I will try it with Jameson's. I'll let you
Did
all
you
know.
smell it?
Yeah, it
No,
smells
just
not.
smell it.
It doesn't.
It
Well,
smells
no.
good.
Yeah, but I kind of smell the bourbon more than when I first
Oh,
put
it smells good.
So there you go. So friends, it is almost Friday. Friday's tomorrow. I hope you all have a great weekend. I do not have my schedule dropped yet for June. How is it that June is right around the corner? So
Don't ask me.
yes. So I have to get that put together. I have some ideas, but I've got to put that out. I will say I'm going to be away for a week in June. He's going to be all by him lonesome, so hopefully he'll
Yep.
survive.
And she's going away on
On Father's Day, I know it's a double whammy. At least we don't have little kids at home. Agreed.
I'm just gonna stay at home, put the curtains down, and just
I'm playing my
Live in-
violin for
live in
you.
my
Yeah, you'll
cave.
live in your cave. He'll be watching John Wick. He'll be watching Bourne. He'll be watching all of his favorites. His
Eating a lot-
his
eating a lot of-
Doom. What do you watch all your end of the world things?
eating a lot of Domino's pizza.
And watching a lot of also Seinfeld and Friends. And he'll be just fine. But so he will be fine. And but in any event, so there will be during one period that's going to have a bigger stretch, and that's the reason because Philly's got to do what Philly's got to do. But DS and Barb, thank you so much for being on. And if you're all watching this later, please let me know which one of these you liked or which one of them you're most interested in. And have a great week. And DS and Barbara, thank you so much again. And everyone watching from afar, I appreciate you as well. So until we eat again, bye friends.